Hey guys, Joel's coming at you with another reasoning sesh where I challenge the status quo of the wisdom of the world and the church by diving deep into the ancient scriptures and applying them practically into our current day situations. And today I'm going to be talking about the evil harvest that's waiting for these people that have turned from source, and whether or not their ways of influencing the physical reality through physical means will actually avail them at all.
Come now and let us reason together. Come now, we can talk it over.
But if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more like content, because I'm honestly making videos like this all the time. Sources bringing through a message at this point in time to raise up an army of light bearers, to literally expel the darkness and fill this world with the glory of the Most High. That is what we're here to do. We are agents in place for the kingdom of heaven, and we're bringing to fruition a new way of doing things, not only in our own life, but in society at large. I also share on some other platforms just because of some nonsense YouTube tried to pull with shadow banning and capping subscriber counts and all that, but none of that really matters because Source is the real captain at the helm, and this message is getting through whether they try censorship or not. Literally, Source directs our path, and Source brings us into fulfillment in this new paradigm. But for those people that really haven't acknowledged Source, that have really looked to physical means to get a physical end, or manipulating physical reality through sorcery or astrological prognostications, manifesting through the physical worlds through physical tools like crystals or mantras, which you shall not know. So Source's justice is never stopped. It always comes through. Source always delivers, and literally Source embodies justice in its highest form. Though it might not play out in the timeline we anticipate or wish for ourselves, that circle is closing. Divine justice is coming, and what you put out is what you're going to get back. As you sow, so shall you reap, and as you do to others, it shall be done unto you. And Source adds this very distinct clause to show that what they trusted in is not availing them whatsoever. Stand now with your enchantments, with the multitude of your sorceries wherein you have labored from your youth. If so, you shall be able to profit. If so, you may prevail. So all these physical means to an end, whether they be meditations or binaural beats or trying to gauge the astrological predictions through horoscope readings, tarot card readings, any form of scrying or divination, it's all physical means to manipulate your decisions that will result in a physical end. But that's not where Source's real power lies, and when we rely on those limited physical means, we're limiting the harvest that we can actually receive for ourselves. And we get stressed out because if we don't have the right affirmations in our headphones, or we don't have the right circumstances, we're like, how can I manifest through this? How can I manifest beyond these limitations? Source says, you are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save you from these things that shall come upon you. And that's not to say that astrology, or the times that the sun keeps as it moves around in the sky, the phases of the moon, and all those divine timings, they're not aspects of a divine clock. But when we limit our decisions based on the trends that we see in these readings, we're limiting the harvest that we can receive. That's not what Source wants for us. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Because really, all of these physical signs in the sky emanate from Source, and Source is a fractal hologram that literally expresses all things as facets of the all in all. There literally is only one thing to manifest, and it manifests in these layered facets of this fractal that we see as aspects of our physical reality, be they astrology in the form of the Mazzaroth, the sun and its times of the year, and the moon in the months, and all the planets moving. You know, all these things are expressions of that one thing that manifests destiny, but we can't limit ourselves to what we see in the physical because Source is non-physical. We got to step up into that non-physicality, and then we'll really manifest from beyond the physical limitations. But the oracle to Babylon finishes by saying, thus shall they be unto you, with whom you have labored, even your merchants from your youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save you. And that's not just talking about physical advisors. That's literally talking about the means to the end that we set up in the physical. You know, and if we're limiting ourselves to these means, like I said, we're limiting the harvest that we can experience. So get on the side of infinite possibilities. Really tap into Source and let Source stream through you destiny that transcends logic and reason and your daily or monthly horoscopes. Whatever that is saying, man, you can manifest things beyond that. Even though those are saying you can't have it now, I've manifested things in my own life beyond the limits of these things. And I know you can too if you really tap into Source. If you really tap into the power that Source really is. So step up and you too can be an agent for the kingdom of heaven on this leading edge, crashing into a new shore in this new era of doing things, when this paradigm of infinity is downloaded into us and through us, literally creating the utopia that we always knew we were deserving of, because we didn't come here to be manipulated. We didn't come here to be controlled. We didn't come here to live a life pummeled by narratives of fear. We literally came to manifest the kingdom of heaven, and that's what we're doing. So I love you guys. I'll check you in the next reasoning sesh. Joel signing out once again. Agape. Salaam. Namaste. Shalom.